Salut. Je suis contente. Aller à Paris. Okay. That's the little bit of French that I've been working on. I am so happy, not only because you're here, but because I am going to Paris. And this is the first time I have made a video in a really long time. So much to catch up on, but let's get to here. So I am Miss Hubert, and as you can see from my French-English, that I am going to Paris for the winter break. So that is what I'm going to talk to you all about today, preparing for en français and why I'm going to Paris. But for starters, we will start off with a quote from the wonderful Mr. Malcolm X. Malcolm X said it best: education is the passport to the future, a lifelong opportunity to understand more and respect culture and traditions. I think that's really beautiful. So, as some of you may know, and some of you may not, I am a returned Peace Corps volunteer. I started my traveling expenditures in 2017, when I studied abroad in Heredia, Costa Rica for a month. And that gave me the push to apply for the Peace Corps, and I did and got accepted, and I taught English as a foreign language in Zambia, Africa. And so now, some years later, I am a grad student here in New Orleans. I teach English, and I still have that travel bug in me. And now, to celebrate the completion of my fall semester, I am going to Paris. Okay, let's get back to it. So, why am I going to Paris? Well, this is my third time going to Europe this year. Yeah, third time. I went to Spain in February, Barcelona and Benidorm. I went to Portugal. In July for a music festival. And now I'm going to Paris, France on a solo trip. The reason why I'm going on a solo trip is I want to take this time to reflect upon the year that I've had, and also it's going to be an early birthday present for me. I'm a Christmas Eve baby, and so I've never had a Christmas party, a surprise party. Well, a Christmas party. There are plenty of Christmas parties, but I've never had a birthday party that wasn't centered around Christmas. I tell everyone that's the reason why my personality is so big, because I have to try to outshine Christmas every year. It's a job. Someone has to do it. So I am going to Paris to tap into vulnerabilities that I'm not able to grasp, that aren't available to me, that aren't exposed while I'm in America. New Orleans is my newfound home, and so even though I'm still getting to learn myself here in the city, Houston is not too far away. People still speak English here. I can still find my comfort foods. I have set routines here. But Paris is going to shake it up. So as you can see, I have my Parisian style outfit, my turtleneck, comfortable jeans, beautiful hair, moderate makeup. I'm just kidding. I don't have any makeup, but that's just my skincare routine. And this blog is going to this talk that we're having, it's just going to be easygoing about Paris. So I am actually going to Paris to see a TrapJazz artist named Masego. Now, if J. Cole and John Coltrane had a baby, and the baby was raised by Nina Simone, it would be Masego. All that. Such a talented individual, and he's only like 29 years old. He knows how to play like so many musical instruments, and I am ready to see him. If Miss Hubert does not come back, just know that I got married to Masego. If I don't come back from Paris, I got married to Masego. Don't be disappointed in me, kids. I'll write you letters, or I will blog about it. But I wanted to go see Masego. I wanted to do that for myself. It's easier, like in a lot of cases, you'll see that when artists go abroad, their concerts are cheaper than compared to when they come to the States. So I want to go see Masego for his study abroad tour, and his tour is ending. Like his last few stops, one of them is in Paris, and I think he ends in Norway, but I don't want to go to Norway. Shout out to Norway already. And so, yes, I did my research in about like September, October for his concert. I bought the ticket. I bought the concert ticket, which was like $40. Then later in October, I ended up buying my round trip flight to Paris after doing some research, looking at like ticket trackers and Hopper and using Rome to Rio, just using all my resources and just pulling out all the tricks in my bag. And I ended up booking my ticket. I followed some YouTube influencers. There was this lady named Tiffany Davis, and she's actually a Black American, and she moved from New York to live in Paris for 2 years. And I'm like, oh, that is so dope. Like, I would love to do that. And I just saw so much of myself in her, and I'm like, I just felt influenced. She was so influential, and things to do, and Parisian, like, there are things like what restaurants to go to, what do the Parisians wear. It's definitely not a beret and striped long sleeve shirts. I didn't want to go to Paris and insult anyone. I wanted to become engulfed in the culture and not be an American making a caricature of this culture, of the traditions. And I just want to be receptive to this trip that I've been looking so forward to. James Baldwin and Nina Simone both lived in Paris during the height of the civil rights movement. Also, Josephine Baker. I know they stayed in France. I don't want to quote and say all three of them stayed in Paris, but I know that Nina Simone, she sung this song Ne me quitte pas, like please don't leave me, like don't leave me. Beautiful song, beautiful ballad in French. So did Eartha Kitt, C'est si bon, it's so good. Josephine Baker, she launched her career there, the Banana Girl. James Baldwin, cannot think of what book he wrote when he was overseas, but just a man of wisdom and words. And I want to do the Nina Simone, James Baldwin walk. I want to journal like Yara Shahidi did when she went to Paris a couple of years ago, and just write about the romance. I just want to be engulfed in the romances of the culture, of the language. I've been going ham on Duolingo for like the last month. And I'm trying to keep the streak going, but finals have been trying to take Miss Hubert out, you guys. Been trying to take Miss Hubert out. But I'm here, I'm going strong. And now I'm talking to you about this trip that I'm going on at the end of the week. But I just did plenty of research. I researched on like what to wear. I researched on how to plan my trip to Musée du Louvre, like the Louvre Museum, where they have the Mona Lisa and so many other beautiful exhibits. I have my handy dandy book of things to say. Like, one of my favorite things to say in French is bonne journée, and it means to have a good day. I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. And je suis contente. I am happy. I am happy. Je suis contente. Je suis très contente. I am very happy. Oh, I am going to Paris. And so let's just see some things that I have packed. Of course, let's just pretend that I'm on the way to the airport. So first things first, have my passport. Need to have that because we're going overseas. I have a scarf. You know, I gotta represent. And I have my suitcase. Valise. Une valise. I have my suitcase. I have packed my crossbody bag that I need when I need to go in here for some trinkets. I have my socks. I have my jeans. I have my bags. I have everything that I need in here. I'll list below like what's in my bag. I don't want to go down there, but the importance is we should prepare not for travel, not just solely for traveling, but we should prepare for the unexpected, or we should try to prepare enough to be able to receive the lessons of life. That is why Miss Hubert is going to Paris. I'm going to Paris to receive the lessons of life, to reflect, to expose my vulnerabilities, to bask in the ambiance of the creatives that were there before me, to expand my knowledge, because, you know, Malcolm X said it best. Education is the passport for the future. Alrighty, salute.